Have you ever seen a post on social media that said something like, "Another immigrant did this," or "Everyone's sharing this, it must be true"? At first, you're skeptical. But then, hundreds of likes, thousands of shares. And before you know it, you start thinking, well, it does sound believable. It's not just a lack of fact-checking. Your brain is primed to fall for this, especially when emotions get involved. Let's break down why. First, the illusory truth effect. The more often you hear a statement, the more likely you are to believe it's true, even if it's false. This was first studied in the 1,970 seconds, when researchers found that participants were more likely to rate repeated false statements as true, simply because they felt familiar. Now fast forward to today's social media world, where algorithms feed us the same ideas over and over. If you see the same post enough times, your brain starts treating it like a fact. Second, negative affect. That's when emotions like fear, anger, or anxiety cloud your judgment. After something traumatic, like a violent incident, your emotional state makes you more likely to react fast and without checking. Your brain wants quick answers, and fear accelerates that need. In July 2025, a violent attack took place in Southport, UK. Right after the incident, social media exploded with claims like, "An immigrant did it," or "It's always them." Problem is, many of those posts were completely false, but they spread like wildfire. They had everything working in their favor. First, the posts just kept coming. You'd see the same story again and again in different forms. That kind of repetition, it makes things feel true. Second, the language was intense, full of anger, fear, and urgency. It wasn't just telling you something happened. It was telling you how to feel about it. And third, they always pointed the finger at someone, usually a group that people already had strong opinions about. That kind of framing, it shortcuts your thinking and hits you right in the gut. Before you know it, it's not just a post anymore. It feels like the truth. And by the time the actual facts came out, it didn't really matter. The emotional damage and the misinformation had already gone viral. So what can you actually do about it? First, check your emotions before you check the facts. If something online makes you feel instantly angry or scared, pause for a second. That's when you're most likely to believe something without thinking. Second, don't confuse repetition with truth. Just because you've seen something a dozen times doesn't mean it's real. Familiar doesn't equal factual. Third, demand smarter design from platforms. Small things like fact-check labels, warning prompts, or even a simple "Are you sure?" before sharing. Those nudges actually work. Next time a post pushes your buttons, ask yourself, is this trying to inform me or manipulate me? If this helped, hit subscribe. And let's keep making sense of this chaotic online world.